Good evening, everyone, and welcome to yet another very interesting session of Candid Meena. And a lot of things are happening in India, especially in the politics, in the film world as well. There's a lot of things happening. As we know that Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, they're going to America, and the reasons are quite obvious. If you missed the session with Rajgopalanji yesterday, make sure to watch that particular podcast. It is very, very informative. And also now
In
Rahul
fact,
Gandhi,
in fact, that video has gone rather viral.
yes. So Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi is eyeing Haryana, and they're trying to, create some sort of partnership with Aam Aadmi Party of all parties. Also, the fact that Netflix seems to be in a very big problem, and they have apologized since they have had no other choice. And also the fact that there's a lot of other things which is interesting that the HEMA committee report has ruffled a lot of feathers, and it is creating ripples across various film industries. And each and every day you have various film actors and actresses both
Yeah, and
present and
I think about 100 and or something odd actors from Sandalwood have already raised their head and written to Siddaramaiah.
yes. So yeah, so these are some of the most upcoming news we are going to report in today's session. So it is over to you.
Yeah. So, friends, it's going to be an interesting session. So, do like and also share with your friends when you get the times. It means a lot to us. So, let's talk about somebody who's busy buying property. No, I'm not talking about Janvi Kapoor or the Kapoor clan. I'm talking about none other than Shah Rukh Khan's son, Aryan Khan. Now, ahead of his debut film, we hear that Aryan has purchased luxury property in Delhi. His sister Suhana Khan, you remember, had purchased an agricultural property in Alibag last year. Now, after launching his luxury streetwear clothing brand, the 26-year-old Aryan Khan has now purchased 2 floors of a building in South Delhi's Panchil Park. According to reports, it's the same building where his parents, Shah Rukh Khan and Gauri, used to live in during their early days. According to the reports, it has cost him rupees 37 crores for the property. As per the documents accessed by Economic Times, Aryan paid a stamp duty of rupees 2.64 crores, and the transaction was registered in May 2024. Reportedly, the Khan family already owns the basement and the ground floor of the building. Now, the question is, how did he earn so much money? Was it in jail? Yes. My words are rather laced with sarcasm because what are these actors trying to show? This man has no earning, and he has not made any money other than just flaunt a few of his clothes lining. Other than that, and some vodka. How did he make so much money? How did he make so much money? And this is something that we are seeing not only in his case, but in Janvi Kapoor's case and so many other children of Nepo kids, in Bollywood who are purchasing huge properties and properties that, that cost crores. So as we told you before, the buying and selling of property is directly linked to money laundering in many areas. So I wonder what is happening here, because even in the case of Suhana, they bought some agricultural land. What is this young girl going to do with agricultural land is my question. She's not a farmer. So, and of course, you know that agriculture owners, landowners, enjoy a lot of benefits. So that could be one of the reasons, because tax benefits. So back to you, Jen.
Yeah, and a lot of things is happening with the Nepo kids, especially with the fact that it is quite obvious that Aryan Khan, it is not his money, it is his dad's money, and he's using his dad's money to buy all these properties. Even though he has launched a premium vodka brand called Devil, and also a premium clothing brand which had a lot of advertising with SRK himself, being the cover model for his premium clothing brand. So within a short span of time, it is very difficult for any company to generate so much of revenue that he can just straight away go and buy,
37 crores. We're talking about 37 crores.
37 crores property. So it's quite obvious that the money has come from his parents and not from himself. So friends, this is how things are happening, and the pressure is on the nepotistic kids to have a name for themselves, because these star kids is being pushed by the likes of Karan Johar, other people, Zoya Akhtar, and many others. Suhana Khan acted in a web series called Archies, and it didn't take off. Yeah, and that too, that web series is in a premium platform like Netflix, and despite that, the viewership was not there. So coming to the next piece of news, friends, and apparently, yeah, you would like to take this.
Yeah. So now, as you know, it's getting very, very hot in Kerala with all the people coming out and confessing about the Me Too movement in Mollywood. And it's, it's really surprising that these things are happening. And, uh, it's also going haywire now because even, a lot of the young stars who people did not suspect, who would have had relations with women are now, their names are popping up. Now we're talking about Nivin Pauly. That's the first image. Nivin Pauly is one of the upcoming actors on the same level as Dulquer Salman and Fahad Fazil. So that's the generation we're talking about. Now, apparently, Nivin Pauly, has been accused of sexually assaulting an actress and allegedly abusing her in exchange for a movie role. Now, reports indicate that a complaint has been lodged against Polly and five other individuals who are accused of sexually abusing the actress in Dubai last November. This is a year back. This accusation comes amidst a series of sexual harassment cases that have recently shaken the Malayalam film industry following the release of the HEMA file reports. Now, in response to the allegations, Nivin Pauly addressed the issue at a press conference and also shared a statement on social media. Pauly is set to appear next in a film called Dear Students. Dear Students alongside Nayantara. Now, another actor you see on the right side, that's Babu Raj, who usually comes as a villain. Now, he has also been accused of sexual misconduct. And now this man, most of you who are familiar with the Malayalam movies will realize that this man is quite a familiar face on in the Malayalam movie scene. Now, actress Baburaj has been accused of sexual abuse by a young actress from Kerala. According to reports, the actress alleges that the actor producer abused her at his residence in Alua in 2019. She claims that Baburaj invited her to his home with a promise of a movie role and mentioned that screenwriters and directors would be present. Instead, she says Babu Raj showed her a room to rest and later barged in and raped her. The woman also revealed that Babu Raj continued to send inappropriate WhatsApp messages after the incident. She suggested that Babu Raj might have harassed other women who are too afraid to speak out. Now, Babu Raj is currently serving as a joint secretary in the association called AMMA, has denied the allegations and plans to pursue legal action. This case comes amid heightened abuse claims in Malayalam cinema following the HEMA committee report. Now, as you know, the legendary actress Sheila, she belongs to the same generation as Sharda, and some of the stalwarts in Kerala movies. Now, Sheila has reacted to the ongoing Me Too movement in the wake of the findings from the recently released HEMA committee report. She extended solidarity with the women who are facing challenges in the industry. In an interview with Manorama News, she said that she understands the struggles women face in the film industry, noting that some enter the cinema for financial reasons while others are motivated by their passion for the craft. She said that though she hasn't personally experienced harassment, she's heard many women on set share their unfortunate experiences. She added that back in time, there were neither the opportunities nor the circumstances to speak out openly. She also questioned why only certain actors' names are being mentioned and so many are involved. She stated that anyone guilty should be punished. Now, Sheila also praised the efforts of the Women in Cinema Collective, WCC, for supporting women in the industry and for speaking out about the challenges they encounter. Now, when Sheila Ma says that she has not faced any such incidents, it would be rather surprising because perhaps she was brave enough to fend them off because at that time there were a few actors who were quite notorious and yeah, in these things. So for her to have escaped them, it seems to be a miracle. So because I'm sure that all these women have faced it at some point, while some women have bravely stood against them, others would have had to succumb because of their financial constraints. So whatever it is, the industry has to take it up in a very very strong way because now at least 100 and something odd, around 28 actors in Sandalwood, which is Karnataka film industry, have written to Siddaramaiah saying that they have also been facing sexual and other kinds of harassment in the Kannada industry, film industry. Now you will see that Tollywood will also speak, and even the Tamil industry will also come out. And the first, industry that came out was Bollywood because of people like the brave Sushant Singh Rajput, who was murdered, and many more who were very brave who came and exposed the people who had abused them. But then that died a very quick death because in Maharashtra there is no law and order. It's a system where anybody can abuse anybody and just get away with it. So nothing happened here, but in Kerala it seems to have taken a very very strong turn. So let me just take a few comments. Akshay says, Me Too has now come to the Congress party. Simi Rosewell, John accused the Congress party for casting coach. Isn't this the real problem? And rapes, murders called suicides in their Gudaraj? Yes, absolutely. Jagdish says, inherited from his King Khan. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, back to you.
So one thing, friends, we observe in this whole HEMA committee report is that the very fact that the top superstars of the different film industries, they have not come out in the public and voiced support for the victims of the film industry. Why is that? You can name it any superstar of Telugu industry or Tamil film industry or Malayalam film industry. They have not come out and voiced strong support for all the exploitation of women in the film industry.
Yeah.
So by doing this, are they sort of not supporting the cause, right?
In
If they
fact,
are a strong, yeah.
someone as famous as Mammootty, has not spoken a word. Jairam, he has not spoken a word. Okay, at least Suresh Gopi is speaking about it, but other actors, top actors, are not speaking about it. And Mohanlal did a wishy-washy press conference where he did not say anything. He did not commit to anything. He just said that he's doing a lot of charity, and the press should be more kind to him. So is that the answer to something that is such a terrible episodes that has happened in the Malayalam film industry?
Yes. So now in Bollywood, like Somi Ali said, because the whole ecosystem is so powerful that people, any lady or girl coming out and exposing the top actors in Bollywood, it will be very difficult for them to survive or for their career to survive because the whole system is against them, be it the cops or be it the top lawyers, be it the top media houses who choose to remain selectively silent because of vested interest in this regard. So we will have to wait and see how this thing goes forward. And coming to the next piece of news, friends, and apparently the Congress party is, they are quite nervous at the moment because the Haryana election is coming up, and the elections in Haryana are just a month away. And apparently, political preparations have begun, and there is talk that Congress and Aam Aadmi Party will continue the alliance, and Apparently, Chief Minister Bhupinder Singh Hooda said that there have been no talks on alliance between the two parties. The alliance we had was at a national level. We have not spoken to them. Here, the fight is between BJP and Congress, apparently. And Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, it is learned, sought party leaders' opinion on forging an alliance with AAP in the party's election committee meeting yesterday. Mr. Huda said he is ready to spare 3 to 4 seats for AAP candidates in the election to the 90-seat House. The Congress, it is learned, has finalized 30 candidates and may release a list of candidates tomorrow. The Congress has not officially said anything on the discussion on the alliance with AAP. But this is, how things are going. Mr. Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi is the opposition of Lok Sabha, and apparently, I wouldn't be surprised if some alliance does happen. So apparently, Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, they don't know what to do at the moment. They're going to America, and they are quite baffled at why Modi is not being perturbed by what's happening in West Bengal. The whole Mamata Banerjee, case in that particular regard of that innocent doctor who was, gang raped. So now the whole, the way things are moving forward, they expected that Modi ji will do something very serious about West Bengal, but that was not the case. He shifted his concentration outside India. He went to Ukraine, he went to Russia, and he met both Zelensky and Putin. And he's trying to be a peacemaker between the two countries. And also now he's just gone to the Brunei. So now he is shifting his focus to international relations rather than domestic problems. So the Congress doesn't seem to get in his nerves, and that is what is disturbing Rahul Gandhi. Yes.
Yeah. So moving on to a very interesting piece of news, that is with regards to the popular singer, AP Dillon. Now, everybody is very fond of his voice and his songs. Now, after Sidhu Moosewala, Lawrence Bishnoi's gang attacks AP Dillon at his Canada home. Apni aukat mein raho nahi to was the threat. And the reason is Salman Khan. Now, Lawrence Bishnoi's gang member carries out fire shouts outside AP Dillon's home in Canada. The Punjabi singer reacts to the attack. Now, you remember, Sidhu Moosewala died when he was shot to death by Lawrence Bishnoi gang. The gangster later even carried out firing outside Salman Khan's house. And now his latest target is AP Dillon, who has broken his silence after an alleged attack on his Canada home. A viral video is now breaking the internet where a masked gangster could be seen firing shots at a house from its gate. The incident took place in the wee hours, and Rohit Godara, a member of the Lawrence Bishnoi gang, has allegedly taken responsibility for firing shots outside what he allegedly claims is AP's house in Canada. Now, an unverified note allegedly released by Rohit Godara has broken the internet amid the controversy. It read, राम राम सारा भाइयों को सितंबर की रात कनाडा 2 जगह पर फायरिंग हुई है, विक्टोरिया आइलैंड बीसी एंड वुड ब्रिज टोरंटो। दोनों की जिम्मेवारी मैं रोहित गोडारा लॉरेंस बिश्नोई ग्रुप लेता हूँ। 2 firings took place in Canada on 1st of September, and I, Rohit Godara, a member of the Lawrence Bishnoi group, take responsibility for both. Now, the note continues saying that Victoria Island Ala Group AP Dillon का है, ये नाचार बड़ी फीलिंग ले रहा है सलमान खान को गाना में लेके, तेरे घर पर आए थे, फिर ये तो आता बाहर और दिखाता अपने एक्शन करके, जिस अंडरवर्ल्ड लाइफ की तुम लोग कॉपी करते हो, हम एक्चुअल में जी रहे वो लाइफ, अपने औकात में रहो नहीं तो कुत्ते की मौत मरोगे. So this sounds more like a Bollywood dialogue, and in English I'll just read it out. The venue in Victoria Island is the home of AP Dillon. He is enjoying roping in Salman Khan for his song. He should have dared to come outside his house and shown us some action. The underworld life you fake is our reality. Stay in your limits or you'll face a dog's death. Now, AP Dillon recently collaborated with Salman Khan for his song Old Money. This irked Lawrence Bishnoi and his gang, who have been sending him death threats to the Tiger 3 actor and allegedly wanted revenge for the black buck he killed back in 1998. Previously, a firing took place outside Salman's house, and a charge sheet filed by Mumbai police also mentioned the jail gangster and his group. Now, meanwhile, the Canadian actor took to his Instagram handle and confirmed he was okay. He said, I'm safe. My people are safe. Thank you to everyone who reached out. Your support means everything to me. Peace and love to all. So, this is what's been happening in the Bishnoi gang case. Now, you understand that, see, even someone who's as popular as A.B. Dillon is, facing threats because anybody who touches Salman Khan irks, it irritates Bishnoi gang people and they get into action. So this is something that's certainly going to again frighten Salman Khan, who will get one more set of bouncers to protect him, and two more what you say bulletproof vehicles in which he will travel. So let me just take a few comments, interesting comments coming in. Welcome, Devya. And Vijay Lakshmi says, what is Rahul Gandhi's thought process? It's so confusing. Yes. Jagdish Nair says, Naveen Paul sounds strange. Babu Raj already has been jailed. Affair with the lead man, Prem Nasir, as per the gossip column. I don't have any proof as I was in school when these rumors did the rounds. Yes, Jagdish, at that time, when we were young, these things did happen. And I remember, our parents used to speak about certain actors in Kerala who were rather, they behaved very badly with women. And so I would not like to take their names because there is no proof that these people were, humiliate women. They may not return if some cases come up. And welcome to Priya as well. Yeah, back to you, Jen.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, especially the accused in the Salman Khan firing case, the relatives of the two accused in the firing outside Salman Khan's house have written to Maharashtra and Bihar government seeking their protection and alleging a conspiracy was being hatched to get them killed by underworld don Dawood Ibrahim's henchmen. Apparently, both are lodged in the Taloja jail. It is said that the brothers have met the accused where they were allegedly told about having heard some conspiracies being hatched about getting killed by Dawood Ibrahim's henchmen. So, all sorts of things are happening in this particular case of Salman Khan. There's rumors, several conspiracy theories, and so all in all, Salman Khan is one way or the other getting attention to himself, as he does not have much films this year, and he's just got one or two films signed for next year, which I believe, and a particular edition of Big Boss as well. But Anil Kapoor, is the Big Boss host, and apparently his shows are getting more viewership than Salman Khan's shows when he was the host of Big Boss. So apparently, the next piece of news, and this is very interesting, that we have told you that the Bollywood actors, they are no longer depending on the income coming from the films or the box office success. Now, the latest proof in this particular case is Amitabh Bachchan. And very interestingly, Amitabh Bachchan has invested, if you can believe, Amitabh Bachchan has picked a very small stake in the Swiggy, which is the food delivery app. So he has picked a very small, stake in Swiggy, and it has come after Swiggy, the company aimed for an initial public offering targeting a valuation of $15 billion, and Amitabh Bachchan family office picked up the stake by purchasing shares of the companies held by the company's employees and the early investors. So apparently, you can see how they are parking their money in other investments. Now they are buying shares of the one of the top the food delivery apps in India, which is Swiggy, and also they are diversifying their investments in other avenues as well. So they are investing in startup firms, they are investing in IT companies, they are investing in real estate, they are buying agricultural lands, and you can see that the days of earning money from box office is no longer the case, because
Yeah.
people are no longer flocking to the theaters to see Bollywood films. They would rather watch something very worthwhile. Yes.
Yeah. Amidst all this, even the movies that they're showing on the OTT are, just, not the truth. For example, we're talking about the Kandahar hijack, IC
Yes.
814. Now, you remember that it became a huge, debating point in the social media, where the terrorist names have been changed, to, Hindu names. Now, based on these allegations, a PIL has been filed in the Delhi High Court seeking a ban on the series. The petition is filed by Surjit Singh Yadav, a farmer and president of the Hindu Sena. The petition read, the distortion of crucial facts among the real about the real identities of the hijackers not only misrepresents historical events but also perpetuates harmful stereotypes and misinformation, warranting interference of the court to prevent further public misunderstanding and potential harm. In the Netflix series, the makers have highlighted the names they use to address each other in front of the passengers inside the flight. The terrorists in the shows are named as Chief, Dr. Shankar, Bhola, and Burger. This was an attempt to diminish the affiliation of these terrorists with Islamic extremist groups. Several people on social media started trending the hashtag boycott Netflix, alleging that IC814 attempts to disparage the Hindu community and disrespect the Hindu sentiments by representing these terrorists as Hindus. Now, you will also note that Shankar and Bola are the names of Lord Shiva. So this is something even worse. Now, instead of a gripping portrayal, viewers are treated to a glorified fantasy where terrorists are cast as and may, used as see you would say that they are handled with kid gloves, you know, and critics have said that it is a complete bumbling mess. So the critics have slammed the show for its ham-fisted attempt at ISI PR, accusing it of rewriting history to fit a convenient narrative. Despite a cast that delivers strong performances, the series fails to convey the gravity of the crisis, leaving audiences with a distorted and frankly laughable depiction of a tragic event. It must be mentioned that one of the hijackers of Indian Airlines flight was Ibrahim Azhar, the elder brother of Masood Azhar, who was released after this. He, along with four other terrorists on board the Airbus, brutally killed a 27-year-old electronics engineer named Rupin Katyar, who was on his honeymoon with his wife, Rachna. Now, Rupin was stabbed to death while Rachna remained with other hostages, unknowing of the tragedy that befell her fate. I had no idea that he was stabbed. I don't know why it happened to me, the widowed Rachna said in 2009. Can you imagine? She was on her honeymoon. Now, a Bhopal based builder named Durgesh Goel, who was on the same hijacked flight, suffered nightmares for years at end. The memory of the incident still haunts him and his wife Renu. It took me 10 years to board a flight after that incident. My wife and I lived through a nightmare that will remain seared in our souls. He emphasized Bola and Berger used to hit passengers, while Doctor and Chief used to talk with authorities. Those 175 hours were the worst part of each passenger's life who was on that flight. While Anubhav Sinha was to give his usual Bollywood spin to a national tragedy, the testimonies of the victims on board the flight would always thwart attempts to humanize these terrorists. With the result, the Modi government summoned Netflix India content head amid the Kandahar hijack row. They said nobody has the right to play with the sentiments of the people of this nation. Indian culture and civilization should always be respected. According to sources, the Netflix team will present research documents and footage collected for reference, arguing that the series aligns with public available resources, including information from books and government statements. So here you see, let me tell you one thing very clearly, that Netflix is not only a leftist a company, but also Islamic, with a lot of love for the Islamic theory or whatever it is. So this is why they have very, like a very childishly tried to fictionalize what has happened, and they expect people to lap it up. The people who were killed The people who suffered have all spoken the truth on various channels, and there are people like like the journalist Nidhi Razdan, who says, just to make up for this, it was a wonderful series, made perfect to the to the hilt, and it was perfectly made, and they captured the TV station and all. Apparently NDTV was also involved during that, and they captured everything so perfectly. And then there was another woman, a journalist called Swati Chaturvedi, who also said it was so brilliant. So they got one section of the media to say that the series was built, and made very well, and some also who said, like India Today, who tried to bring in people who said that, see, it is a proper depiction of what happened really. But people were killed. They were trying to convert the people into Islam, and they were terrorized. So let us not forget it. And what social media has done is excellent. They have brought this attention to the government, and now the government also needs to take action and make sure that there are watchdogs looking at these OTT platforms more carefully. Yeah, back to you. Yeah, and let's just take one more comment from Akshay. He says, changing to Hindu names is common with one nexus. Firoz Khan Gandhi became Gandhi, Antonio Maino, Rahul Vinci, Gyasuddin Ghazi became Gangadhar, Neherwala. Why has a river and a lake in a name? Yeah, including the fact that you remember Shah Rukh Khan's movie in which he played hockey. Even in that, the name has been changed. He was a Hindu. They changed his name into a Muslim. And there are 4 or 5 films they have done the same thing. Wherever there are facts where Hindus are heroes, they change it to either Muslim names or some other names. So this is how they fool the public.
Yeah, so very importantly, Netflix, the platform, is just a platform. End of the day, India is one of the biggest customer bases for Netflix. It has 12 million paid users in India. So that is one of, I mean, if India decides to say ban Netflix overnight, Netflix will end up in serious financial trouble. They will have to close shop.
Yeah.
So
Also,
Netflix,
while you're on,
yeah,
while you're on Jaydev, see, one more point I would like to tell our viewers is that there has been an attempt in these OTT platforms to show that aliens are coming and attacking the Earth, and they are purposely making movies to show this sort of phenomenon and making people scared in the process. And apparently, there have been some tweets from America that say that this is the plan, that they will have something, they will do something like this. The government, which government? Perhaps the US or any other government may do this and may stage something like this to frighten people. So this is also, see, I feel that these OTT platforms are working very, very closely with the Soros gang and other people who are trying to control the world narrative and also, decide how many people should exist on Earth and how many should be eliminated. So this is something also that please, take care of when you watch these series. Do not let your children watch these series which have frightening elements to it, where they will start believing that this is going to happen to them. So that's just a small, thing that you should look at when your children are watching these movies. Yeah, back to you.
Yeah, that's all the news for today, friends. And please do hit the like button and share this video with your friends. Yes.
Good night. Jai Hind and Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.